we're back with war number 3 of season 44, and it's only a 4-fight war, but I did have some really cool fights, if I do say so myself. And we'll start back on path 1 with this Nick Fury here. I was assigned to take basically any mutant, and the one I decided to use was Danny Moonstar. She is probably the best Nick Fury counter in the game if you can play her right, and I think I was unable to play her correctly because I boosted too hard and did the incorrect rotation to ignore this guy's second life. So we pushed him to second life, but it wasn't that big a deal. She did a perfect job in that second life, but I did play it a little bit worse than I could have. I'm going to be doing an SP1 when that was a lot of overkill and I should have just went straight to SP2. And yeah, that kind of ruined my rotation because I want to have the Neuroshocks on right before he's going to regen, and now my SP2 is going to kill him too fast. So maybe if I did double SP1 it would have been smarter, but I just didn't think the fight through very well. But it didn't matter because it's going to be a clean solo. It's just I took longer to do the fight than I needed to. So anyway, we're just going to block and do enough hits to gain 5 prowess again, and then yeah, we're just going to really overkill him with this SP2 here. So he gets pushed to his second life, but that's not that big a deal. We're just going to kill him as quick as possible. We do have to watch for his tactical charges because I might not always be able to miss him, but if we just pay attention to that, it's really easy. He triggered the Fury from the reinvigorated node, but it's not that big a deal if we just don't take a hit, you know? So we're just gonna dex this SP2, and I'm going to kill him with my SP2 right here. I just need to get a parry to trigger the falter, and then another hit to gain prowess. And then we just nuke him down, and it is a very fun time. So nice 17k crit at the end. Would have been a lot harder if I had a bunch of neural arrows and stuff. So it was a lot longer than it needed to be, but clean solo is clean solo. So next up, I have this man thing here, and I'm going to be taking this with Cassie. Legitimately my first time ever using Cassie, and it's in tier 1 war. So that's quite convenient. So I was just trying to figure out what I needed to do the Cassie rotation while also avoiding the masochism as much as possible. So masochism makes this fight a little bit longer than it needs to be, but because I have a lot of experience with Tigra, I figured I could do the Cassie rotation quite well, and it turns out I did a pretty good job if I do say so myself. I just have to be careful of trying to not let too many power slings get consumed by masochism to not make it extremely long, but I also have to watch out for my heavy attacks there. Like that was a little risky on my part. I should have definitely played that a bit better, but it's okay because we're back in action with that intercept right there, and we're just gonna keep pushing him to as many SP1s as possible and then missing them, and using our SP1 most of the time to give him more power and to place a taunt, which is always helpful. And yeah, there's really not much else to say. We're just trying to do normal Cassie things while playing around the regen, and it's pretty easy. Again, Tigra skills help me to know how to do the spacing for his SP1s a lot better. I'm going to use an SP2 here, which doesn't really do that much extra damage because Cassie is guaranteed crits when you throw an SP2 when taunted, but Man-Thing doesn't take extra damage from crits, so it was kind of wasted, but it was, you know, fun, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we bait this SP1 and he dies, and yeah, that's Cassie's first fight in war. Pretty much my first fight on my account too, which is pretty crazy. So next up, we have Path 1, Section 2, and this is another Cassie fight. This one's going to be a lot easier probably because we don't have masochism, so we can phase his SP1 and then counter it with our heavy attacks, place a lot of power stings, and because of the fact that we have really easy heavy openings, he's not going to have his forms active too much. He is going to regen sometimes, of course, because there's a cooldown on removing his form, but it's not that big a deal, especially when you get Despair in action. So we're just going to use our SP1s again, just like the last fight, keep him taunted, keep him throwing that SP1. It is really scary sometimes when he's refined in his Uru form, because if you get hit, it hurts really badly. So we're just not going to get hit. That's the plan. Anyway, I'm going to use another SP1, bait his SP1 again, and then we're going to counter it, remove the form. Now we have 19 power stings, and they're doing a decent amount of damage each time he triggers that special attack, so it's really nice to use power sting champions. I don't use them too often. I like Scorpion, I just don't use him too often. I don't have my pig ranked up at the moment, so I do really like the power sting mechanic. It is really fun. That SP1 scared me a bit, if I'm being entirely honest. I thought I got hit by it at first, but I didn't, so we're okay. We're going to cancel the heavy into the striker, just to give me more time to make openings. Throw my SP1 here, and then this power sting detonation does the trick, and there goes the abs man. Last up, the fight that I was actually really scared of was this Fant Man with Mr. Negative, a matchup I have never tried before. I saw a video of Mr. Negative taking Fant Man, but it was pre-buff Fant Man, so he didn't have his new glancing mechanic. So it was definitely going to be a little bit different, but I'm just going to do my best to play safe, and I'm going to make a few mistakes, but it is actually a really good solo, if I do say so myself, considering I didn't really know exactly what I was doing. And I'm going to bait SP2s mainly because I'm not the best at dexing that SP1. There I accidentally parried it after I say I'm going to bait SP2s mainly, so that's fun. But yeah, so the power drain's really annoying here, but that's not that bad, and that's just a really dumb mistake on my part. I had to bait a heavy before I go for the heavy charge, so I don't really know what was going on in my head there. But I'm going to throw my SP2, what I thought was my SP2, but I had too many disintegrations on me, and my power rate was reduced enough to where that wasn't an SP2. So yeah, I'm not feeling very confident in this fight now, because I just wasted my damage special. So now I gotta re-ramp again and get all my energies back, get all my power back. So I just need to play safe and try to recover, which is going to be pretty easy once we can get to the SP2, just because of how much damage the SP2 is going to do. It's just we've got to find a way to get there as fast as possible. And Fant Man always scares me just because of his special attacks, and the glancing can ruin your life sometimes, so I'm just doing my best to play it clean. And now that we have that SP2, I'm like, okay, this fight should be over. I'm just going to play it safe a little bit and then get the degens to take him down, and they do. And that is my war number 3. I only had 4 assignments, which does suck a little bit, but yeah, I have some more assignments in the next war, so you can look forward to that. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.